Hey guys, it's Spooky Boots here, and today we are skating with the FruitTech hardware kit for the Them 909s. Today I am on my 909s, Wish medium frame, dead wheels, 50/50 wheels, got a spider web on my wheel actually, Intuition liner, and we're gonna switch out the hardware today and see how this new aftermarket hardware holds up. It's really cold today, it's freezing. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's definitely cold and windy. It's about 7:30 a.m. and I'm out here at this park. It's Rio Bravo, and supposedly the website says it's closed today, but I don't know if that's correct. So I'm gonna skate it until one, I get kicked out, or too many people start showing up. Before I do that though, before I get the hardware in the boots, before I start skating, I want to ask that if you guys are new to the channel and you're enjoying the content so far, please consider subscribing. It's free and it helps me out a lot. I am trying to spread I'm just trying to generate content and generate excitement and hopefully get more people into inline skating. So the more that you like my videos, the more that you subscribe, the more that the algorithm gods are pleased, and they'll push my videos to hopefully new skaters who are excited about the sport and want the sport to grow. So yeah, with all that said, I'm gonna get a good warm-up session in, and hopefully it warms me up enough to where I don't want to go home because it's cold. Let's go ahead and get the skates on and then get some shots, and then I'll come back and get the FruitTech hardware in my boots. About a week ago, I ordered, as I said earlier, Fruit Hardware Tech. It's aftermarket hardware you can put in your boots. They have quite a few options. I got the set for my 909s. I know they have I think they have an Aeon set. They have I can't even remember all of them, but they have quite a few options on their website. So the sun is finally coming out. I'm getting a bit warmer. I don't know if the camera caught this, but I definitely ate shit earlier. I took a big fall and ripped my pants open. I think I'm pretty warmed up now, and I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and switch in the new hardware. When I first got this, I was super impressed with the presentation of the packaging, the little compartmental little organizers here. It's just a really nice package. So I paid for this with my own money. They did not send it to me for free. They didn't ask for me to review it, nothing. I just wanted to get new hardware, new, better hardware, and make a video about it. I paid for it with all of my own money, the money I made from selling t-shirts. So if you guys want a t-shirt, I'm wearing the white one today, and you haven't picked one up yet, and you want to support the channel, consider picking up a t-shirt. I think I've gone through half of my half of the 18 shirts I ordered. If you guys want a shirt, go ahead and pick one up by either hitting me up on Instagram or emailing me at the Spooky Skates Gmail. So let's go ahead and get in the new hardware into the boot and see how I like it. I'm gonna switch, I think, everything out. I think I brought all the tools, so the buckles, the buckle hardware, the frame bolts, the sole plates. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I'll throw my skates back on. We'll have another small session, and I'll see how I'm liking them. I'll give you guys my final thoughts and opinions on the hardware. Okay, so that took forever, but I have almost all the bolts in. The only bolts I did not change out were the front frame bolt, the bolt that came with the FruitTech hardware kit. All the frame bolts are the same size, and they look like they're on the longer end, so I didn't want to stick a long bolt into the toe area, you know, the front frame bolt, just because I've had issues with it poking through the bottom of the shell a little bit, and I can feel it. So I left the front frame bolts as the Wish frame bolts that came with the frames. Everything else is switched out except for the receiving part of the buckle. All right, guys, sorry, my main camera just died. So I'm gonna use the GoPro for the rest of the video. Yeah, the only buckles I did not, or the only bolts I did not switch out were the front frame bolt and the receiving buckle bolt. So minor things, but for the most part, it's 90%, 95% the hardware from Fruits. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my skates on. I'm gonna give this a little session. I am running on a tight schedule here, but I think I'll be able to get some tricks in, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts at the house and let you know what I think in the studio. So yeah, stick around if you want to see that. All right, guys, and we are back at the studio. It is a couple days later. I didn't have time that day to, finish up the video, so I'm going to do it now, which I think is good because I've gotten a couple days to sit on it and really think about what I wanted to say. So, like I said earlier, guys, I got the FruitTech hardware for the Them 909, and it's every bolt you need for your skate. You get the sole plate bolts, you get the cuff bolts, you get the bolts that are under your buckle here, and then on the other side there's a receiver, so you get that bolt too. You get everything, and it's just super nice. They look amazing. I actually like how the silver color matches the silver washer on the 909. It used to be black, and then it started scraping off and turning to silver anyways, but I don't know, I think the silver on silver look on the cuff bolt looks nicer than the the black on silver. And Skit, of course, always wants to be in the video. Oh my god. So, what are my final thoughts on the hardware itself? Well, when I walked out the door that morning, I had just two questions in mind. The first question being, will I notice a difference in quality and performance between the old hardware and the new hardware? And two, is the $46.25, I think is what I paid for it, that's with shipping and tax and everything, is it worth it? So I'm going to answer the second question first, and I'm going to say, yeah, it's worth it. And I'm going to go back to my first question, which is, did I notice a difference in performance and quality? I definitely noticed a difference in quality. So I don't know what these are made out of. I'm assuming they're some sort of stainless steel that doesn't rust. It's super strong, and I don't know, I think it just looks better than the hardware that I had in the boot, which was the stock hardware, with the use with the Allen key. Yeah, it just looks better. It looks cooler. The star pattern in there is noticeable on the cuff bolts. It's not noticeable anywhere else, but so I think, upgrading your skate and kind of geeking out about all the techie stuff that goes into it, I think it was worth it for me. I know some people might not drop money on hardware, and that's totally fine. For me, it was worth it though. And it was worth it because one of the reasons why it was worth it is because I have this awful habit of just over tightening everything. And for some reason, I feel like, I don't know, if I don't crank it down, it's going to fall out or it's just not going to perform as well. And I know that's totally unreasonable way of thinking about screwing something in, but I think it's just my OCD or something. I know with this hardware, you were able, with the star key, you're able to really get things tight and feel that they're tight, and you don't have to really crank it down by over tightening, because it only goes to a certain point and then completely stops. I feel like with the stock hardware, especially cuff bolts and frame bolts, you can tighten something and you can feel like you're oh, I still got a little bit more left to go, and then bam, you've stripped your bolt. So with these star bolts, you're not gonna strip anything. I mean, there's always the possibility that you are, but with me, I feel like I have a good feeling of how the bolt is going into the skate. Just that alone makes it worth it. It looks nice. I'm not going to strip the bolts, and they're just quality steel. So in the kit, I was really impressed with the presentation. I got a super cool sticker, which I'm super excited about. I might actually end up putting this on the back of my skate. I never put stickers on my skates. So you get a cool sticker, you get all the bolts necessary, and then you get a tool with three different heads. So you got your regular 6-sided Allen key. You get your smaller star for the smaller bolts, and then you get your bigger star for the the cuff bolts and the frame bolts. So I really appreciate the presentation. This is a cool box. I love the sticker on top. I love how it locks. I think this is worth it, for me at least. I think it was really worth it, and I wanted to let you guys know that if you are considering getting a kit for your skates, they have lots of options on their website. I'm actually thinking about picking up an Aeon kit now, but this is what you get. You get the nice box storage. You get the handle with the bits, and then you get all the necessary bolts for whatever skate setup you get. So those were really my final thoughts and opinions. It's hardware. It kind of serves 1 to 2 purposes, so it's hard to really talk about hardware in depth. But for those of you who love upgrading and geeking out about minor things like hardware like that, this is what you can expect. And it was such a bummer. I wish I could have skated longer that day, but I had quite a few plans, and I was I think I skated too long on my warm-up, and then when I fell, I kind of sat a little longer than I wanted to. My knee is wrecked. It's swollen and bruised and also scabbed. So I need to invest in some low profile soft knee pads or something, because I feel like I never really fall to my knees, and when I do, I feel like a soft knee pad would avoid whatever injury I get. And I just hate big bulky plastic knee pads. So that's the hardware. I'm kind of all over the place with this video, but I just had a big cup of coffee, so sorry guys. So yeah, that's the hardware, that's everything. If you guys like the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And if I pick up the Aeon kit, I'm gonna throw this in my Aeons and I'll do another kind of review and talk about them more. And skate, no, you can't jump up here. So yeah, that's the stuff, guys. And if you like the video, subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Say bye, Skit. Bye.